Hello, everybody, and welcome. Ohio, I think.
Ohio goes in mass.
Yeah, that.
Learn some stuff.
Well, go blue instead after what I saw on this weekend, but no one talking about the Bucks.
Now, Konichi, what's up, everybody?
Yeah, Konnichiwa Beaches, I think is how it goes. That's we are live from Strong Style Kings Roadway in Tokyo, Japan, and this is the Diddler Cup Racing Series. It is the second to last race of the 2021 with a little bit of an asterisk and a 2019/21 racing season. If you don't understand, we don't have time to go through it, but it's fine. It's fine. We're fine. There ain't no planes of existence that are dealing with us right now. Anywho, we are here for the Dada4U 400 here at Strong Style Kings Roadway in Tokyo, Japan. My name is Chip Chapman. We survived the flight over here. To my right is the man known as Lightning Lord Shivers.
Hey, good to kick back, enjoy some time in Japan.
Yeah.
It's a great racing country.
Absolutely,
They got great convenience stores like Yes,
sure
of
do.
Course.
Yes, and of course. Yeah, of course is one of the other ones. Yeah, Yes, and of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I could
Yeah,
absolutely
big fan of the Combeanies. The Combeanies, I've heard about them, I feel like going, getting drunk and sitting outside of one of them until somebody puts a microphone in my face and asks me what the point of life is. And I'm like, it's racing. It's cold beer. It's hot racing.
Racing, y'all. But hey, wait a minute, y'all.
Yeah.
Something's different. Beaumont Jacobs was supposed to be here with us, but he told me he had an outstanding warrant for a DUI in Japan.
That's probably for safe.
That's just ridiculous.
It's probably for the safest. Normally, I'd say to my left is Beaumont Jenkins, but it is not Beaumont Jenkins. We put I can't believe they found a pair of headphones that big. I don't know why a giant, I'm not going to lie, it looks like a mini fridge, but bigger, like it's a normal size fridge, like it's a maxi mini fridge, a maxi fridge. Is that a thing? But it is taking up a lot of room. It is definitely shoulder to shoulder with me, and there is a lot of heat coming off of that thing. I might have to slide my chair just to the right a little bit, just so I don't get any sort of second-degrry burns on my left arm for that. But we have the note I was handed here is this is Mr. Naga's digital assistant 5000 joining us. I don't know why it needs headphones. I don't think it has ears or anything that works like human ears.
These inserts, disc number 4 of disc number 247.
Hang on. They gave me like one of them Rolodexes for that. I got that. Let's just kind of. All right, hang on. Disc 4, just kind of. Hey, that's.
Don't damn.
200. It said 200. Yeah. Let's just kind of feed it a beer and see what happens. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and plug this thing in here. I'm just gonna go ahead and just kind of and see if that works. I think that's the right disc. Yeah, there we go. There, okay.
Holes, man.
Well, I think it's working. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's the that's. Okay. We'll
Greetings from the Cyber Johnsons, Mr. Naga's glorious prefecture, postfecture, and presentfecture.
My favorite tenses.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi.
Yes,
Hello.
Beaumont Jenkins not here because of outstanding DUI, which means if he comes to Japan, he would be one of two things. One, serving 35-year life sentence.
Yep.
And 2, they become a left fielder for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
No, wait.
Not even one of them Japanese league teams. Man, that's rough. I think Beaumont make a good ham fighter. He's fought a ham before.
They told me they don't fight or oppose ham, Chip.
But I've seen Beaumont do it. He's been drunk enough. He's punched a ham square in the hock.
Now, that is true. We've been there once. That was at the 2018 postseason banquet, remember?
Yep. He said it wasn't tender enough, so he was tenderizing a ham out back in the alley.
He tenderized the shit out of that ham.
He sure did. Fight ham is real, apparently. But, wow, well, it's very, very conveniently very nice to be Very nice that the that Mr. Naga's digital assistant 5000 is pausing while we have these weird little tangents and diatribes. But yeah, let's see if I can kind of hang on here. Let me see if I can kind of just see if I can kind of. All right, yeah. Let's see if I can make this thing work. Yep. Okay.
Insert disc 17 of
17.
247.
17. That is not even. It was a 4
I'm
before.
gonna try to find that here.
All right.
Why don't we talk about this race
You
track?
find that. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that we are racing on Strong Style Kings Roadway. We're going 45 laps on a 4.923 mile triangle oval. It is a tri-oval. There are 3 turns that are each different from each other. It's a total of 221 and a half miles long. That means the pit window is going to be about 15 to 19 laps, so we're expecting 2 green flag pit stops. Cautions are on because they're going to be crazy. And you can see right there, I don't know if it's one of our keys to the race, but look at that pit road. That is an elevated pit road. You missed the entrance to pit road, you are going to be in a little bit of trouble. You also get into any sort of issue on pit road, you might be sliding down off that little embankment right there. It just adds a little bit of chaos that you know, a track like this didn't need in the first place. But here we are. So that's kind of how that works. And that, of course, is the race info. Info about the race brought to you by Gumbooze. Gumbooze, the only stick of chewing gum that contains a full day of drinking in a single stick. Gumbooze, taste the alcoholism. She ain't coming back. All right. Well, with that, let me go ahead and see if I can kind of. All right.
Okay, I think I found it. Okay.
If you miss pit road, you may be entitled to financial compensation.
Man, it's just like Beaumont's here with us.
I know, this is great. It's like the Beaumont. Let me see if I can go ahead and just sort of. Let me see if I can kind of. All right. Yep. I'm doing that hunt and peck stuff where I just kind of use my fingers, but I guess that's tapping anyway. But all right. Let's see if that works. All right. Yeah.
Congratulations! Carmen Sandiego is in Osaka.
Well, I ain't too far from here, I don't think. I mean, we got the country down.
Yep. That's right.
That works. Works for me.
Carmen Sandiego is Osaka, my dick!
Wait, I thought that was the game for a second. Okay, well, that's a little different.
Where do you want to go next? Do you want to go to Yokohama? Insert disc 47 of 247.
All right, I got this one. Lloyd. Oh, hold on, there was an or there.
Do you want to go to Taiwan? Insert disc number 71 of 247.
All right, Lloyd. Here we got
that. We'll lose our Chinese broadcast deal.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Lloyd. Here, I'm gonna let you handle the keys to the race. Brought to you by DiscountCondoms.com. DiscountCondoms.com. You're a wholesaler for half good prophylactics. Look, there are going to be a lot of them. One of them might work. Are they lubricated? Hell no. They are not ribbed for your pleasure. If you see one that says ribbed, that is a typo. They are ripped for no one's pleasure. So don't use them. The keys to the race brought to you by Discount Condoms. Lloyd, I'm gonna go find the disc that takes us to whichever place that the computer just mentioned that has a funny pun with the city, because that's probably what we're going for here.
Each turn is different here at Strong Style Kings Roadway, of course. I mean, all turns are different, but this one especially here. I mean, no 2 corners are the same, so you got to have your car set up to be able to handle all these curves just right without sacrificing any of that straight line speed around this fast course. You got to get up to the front early, because if there is a wreck, you don't want to be caught in the middle of it. Otherwise, you'll be saying it cannot be shogunade. And number 3 is try to keep hold of all your fingers and your toes. Make sure that your tattoos are concealed. And, of course, if anybody asks, if you're out here shoplifting, or if you see anybody that's shoplifting, no, you did not. And that's the DiscountCondoms.com keys to the race.
Absolutely. Okay, I just found the disc. I'm just going to go ahead and pop it in right here. It is a... Man, I ain't seen discs this big since like the 80s. My God, this is like the newest digital assistant. Most digital assistants are in your hand, but okay, here we go. See if this worked. All right. That's a good sound.
You, Chip Chatman.
Holy shit!
And welcome. Thank you for commenting on the size of my disc.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it got sentient. That's pretty cool. Okay.
Now, which birthday banner do you want to print today?
Oh, man, we just entered the dot matrix. This is great. Oh, my God.
Man.
Oh,
Can
this
you,
is great.
Can you print me off a banner from my 2013 Ultra Super Early Late Model Championship?
All right, let me see. Okay, Ultra Super Early Late Model. Sorry, I got to scroll through all the years for that. Yep. All right, yep, and...
Request cannot be completed.
Dang.
Is
Oh,
blocked.
God damn it. Thibodeau!
Thibodeau.exe.
All right, hang on. Let me just at least get it to say "Happy Birthday, Lloyd" and see if that works.
Can only print to ha.
Oh,
Well, you know that's good enough. Let's go ahead.
I'll take it.
I'll just hit P for print. Holy shit! Where'd that coming from? Oh my God! I can see that right behind. Holy shit! Dang!
Oh,
Well, that's
paper
awesome.
coming out my face.
Well, that is a big ha, but it could be an HE for our pole sitter, Jean-Paul Henry, the number 40 car, sponsored by Ledger Beer Bombs. His 5th career pole, his first pole of the season. That is our Dongorex Injectapen Pole Award winner. Dongorex Injectapen, the only erectile dysfunction curative property that is administered by an EpiPen directly to your junk. So stab yourself in the dick and then get past it and get to making love, I guess. The Dongorex Injectapen Pole Award winner is Jean-Paul Henry in that number 40 car. And we can see on that thing that the Nihilist Arby's 00 is on the outside of the front row with him. We're going to go ahead and tell you about what happened at our last race just 1 week ago. It was a great race. It was the Noxious Fumes 500. And yeah, holy shit indeed. That all started, and that was our big wreck about 5 laps into this race. Took out more than half of the playoff field. And apparently false flags, nope, there were wrecks with no cautions. There is Nikolai the Soviet driving bear hitting the wall, somehow saving things. And then later in the race, the Gumboos car number 9, the 33, the 35, Paul Alcohol was one of the cars that avoided that early wreck. And the winner was Joe John Winchester, getting his record 8th win in Diddler Cup. That is an all-time high. He was already at the all-time high of 7. 8 is still the all-time record. And let's take a look at what our playoffs look like after 23 races. Those are the playoff drivers. Bucky Dushine, Paul Alcohol, Petrol Topoff, and Jean-Paul Henry are in the driver's seat. Metaphorically speaking, with Richard Blood, Paul Walker, Smiley Van Buren, and Jeff Tanaka looking to have good performances to make their way up. Because after today, 4 drivers advance to the championship race, and there you see the battle for what will eventually be 5th place. Jeff Shanice leads that right now in 9th. Bobrovsky leads the battle for 17th, with Steve Thompson, Morris Mayfield, and Jim Blossoms finishing up the top 20 and the bottom quarter of the standings. The Adjective Food cars, Ricky Walton's in there, Ennio Sparini, problems with the car, Triple X Macklin at the bottom. Not a good season for a couple of them. That being said, we are getting things going. We are about to have ourselves a goddamn auto race. I don't know what sort of information or what this computer to our left is going to provide, but hopefully it'll be a lot of useful stuff. And
I mean, it looks pretty cool. It looks like
it looks awesome.
I could get about $500 there if I put it up in the flea market.
Yeah, I want to go find some little punk kid who plays chess and go bully him out of a game with this thing.
Yeah.
I hope this thing can play chess. It probably can. It's a giant computer. It's a computer the size of like 3 fridges. Or maybe one land grant
The bigger
trophy.
the computer is, the more powerful it's got to be, right?
That's just science. I mean, that's just science, yeah. It looks like it's about the size of 3 fridges or 1 land grant trophy. That's kind of how I could describe it to y'all that are hearing my voice here up in the booth. But I think it is time to head down to trackside. We've got our official race prayer by Lower House member and race chaplain Shinichiro Kuramoto.
If memory serves me right, it was 4 months ago when the Ota faction tried to invade the kitchen stadium. Led by Tadamichi Ota, top chefs around Japan flocked together to take down Morimoto to protect pure Japanese cuisine. But 2 devastating losses in a row. This was unbearable for Kandagawa.
It's gut check time. 2 losses in a row. Shame on you. You know, we're here to make Morimoto understand what Japanese cuisine is all about. But look at us. We're just a prop to him. Now, bring it on.
Hearing this, Ota went back and handpicked another man from Anima Hot Springs outside the Osaka area.
This time I'm sending a young one, brilliant in using salt.
So, the third hitman is a conjurer of the key to Japanese cuisine, salt. Will they prove themselves this third time? Fine, I accept the challenge. Today's challenger, a favorite in the Ota faction, conjurer of salt from Anima Hot Springs, Hiroyuki Hakogi. This conjurer of salt first met Tadamichi Ota when he was only 15. It took him just 8 years to become one of Ota's favorite cooks. And at 23, he became a head chef.
Salt is the most essential element to draw the natural flavors of the ingredients.
His works reveal the art of salt. Fine adjustment of salt heightens the natural flavors of all the ingredients. So now, Hakogi, use your salt magic and go for the first win for the Ota faction.
Hakogi, like curing fish with salt, cure Morimoto.
For you, boss, I'm going to win.
Well, all right. Yeah, that was intense. That sounds like the people's ovation indeed. My goodness. Wow, that is I don't know what kind of church going there is in Japan, but I'm into it. I'm hungry now.
I think it's like Buddhist or something, man.
Maybe.
Yes.
I just don't know. You hear that?
I think we're about to encounter a random battle or something.
Okay, I thought we were heading like underground for a second. That got me worried. Well, all right. Well, I think it is time for us to get our goddamn auto race underway, ain't it?
That's right.
All right. Well, here we go. Well, given the honorary command, the honorary starter of this race, given the official race command, down at trackside, it is artist Corn. But don't worry, Americans, not that one. See, just here we go. Holy shit, they know how to do these fucking races over here. He had an orchestra with him and everything. Shit. My God. All right. Well, here we go. This is the starting grid of the Dada4U 400 on row 1. It is Jean-Paul Henry in that number 40. Ludger Beer Bomb Chevy and Paul Walker in the nothing-sponsored 00 for Spub and Mort Ports.
Beer and Arby's probably made of corn. Who knows?
On row 2, it is Jim Blossoms in the Plasma Train number 41 Ford. And Smiley Van Buren in the number 11, KFC I Ate the Bones Ford.
Hey, blood chicken.
On row 3, it is Reverend Pastor Chavez in the App-to-Mouth 33 Toyota, and Jeff Shanice in the number 38 Jeopardy car.
A team game show for the locals.
On row 4, it is Paul Alcohol in the number 35 Bathhouse Jim's Bathtub Gin Ford, and Bowie Jessup in that number 9 Gumbo Chevy.
Most honorable business meeting.
On row 5, it is Joe John Winchester in the Just Guns, number 47 Ford, and Hans Vaspulver in that 99 Slap Mart Chevy.
Slap those guns into place.
On row 6, it is Steve Thompson in the WeBuyDrugs.gov, number 17 car, that is a Ford, and Morris Mayfield, that 69 car,
Nice.
which is a Chevy, of course. And on row 7, it is Jeff Gordon the Horse in the Jeff Purdy number 8 Toyota, and El Matador Toto Rosanna in that number 75 Air Supply Pontiac.
Hey, we got 2 Jeopardy cars?
We got 3 Jeff Purdy cars, and on row 8, we got Richard Blood in the Box of 151 car and Jeff Tanaka in the 88 Jeff Purdy Toyota.
Triple Jeopardy.
On row 9, it is Petrol Top Off in that Sports Naz, number 90 Dodge car, and Bucket Dewshine in the number 55 Taco Baco Ford.
Budesawood, Pennsylvania?
On row 10, it is Nikolai the Soviet driving bear in that Russian Bears to You, sponsor number 2 Dodge, somewhere under all the pop-up ads, and Ennio Spree in that number 28 wall-to-wall salve car.
Do you want to win a ringtone?
On row 11, it is Fat Darrell in the number 8-1 So Much Chicken Pontiac, and Kevin Boner Pillman in the Dongerex Injector Pen 15 Chevy.
They call Chicken Tori Niku up here.
On row 12, it is Mr. Naga's Most Glorious Driver in the number 10 Throwback Kumite Toyota, and Doug Pork in that 8-3 All the Ham Pontiac.
May he drive for 10,000 hams.
On row 13, it is Blario Blandretti in that number 22 Blyagra Toyota, and Giacomo in the Kiss War Machine number 4.
2 things that the locals love.
On row 14, it is Thicker Richard Ketchup in that Globs of Cheese 8-2 car. That's a Pontiac, and Big Daddy Thibodeau in the number 60 Tucson Dodge.
Must debug the cheese.
On row 15, it is Wooba Bale in the 103 Pontiac, sponsored by Hugger Oranges, and Ricky Walton in the Pontiac number 32 car, sponsored by Temecula Dirt.
Oh, that gong is the spirit of Beaumont.
On row 16, it is Bobrovsky in the number 1 Graybits car, and Triple X Macklin in the Florida Georgia Lime 13 car.
I will pay you for your most honorable choice.
And there is Lee Corso San taking him off pit road. It's going to be a long pace lap. We're going just under 5 miles on a tri-oval. Now we know some pretty there's some pretty famous tri-ovals in America with what have some different turns in each corner. This is kind of like one of them, but with a lot longer straightaway. They were like, hey, we like that idea that every turn is different and you got to plan for each of them and you're going to fuck it up. But let's just make them go faster on the straightaways, so it's even more dangerous when they do.
Yes.
I love this idea, by the way, because
That's
there's
a fantastic
nothing
idea.
more American than bringing the danger of American stock car automobile racing and bringing it to Japan, whether they asked for it or they didn't.
And I'm pretty sure
They
they
did
asked
not.
for it. Like, this is oh, they didn't. Okay, well, they usually normally have, like, races on this track, but I mean, yeah, we're just kind of doing it for ourselves. Yeah, I'm getting word that apparently they wanted to originally call this speedway the Trigon, but there was a different Dada that had sued them, and they didn't want to, like, they got word that Dada4U, the race sponsor, which of course is a father-finding, or it's like a Big Brothers program, but for dads. They didn't want to get sued too many times. Actually, hang on a second. Getting some breaking news here, actually, in Diddler Cup. This is actually an important bit of news. We're going to go ahead and tell you about it during the pace lap right now. It's appropriate we are here in Tokyo because we have news coming out of the Most Glorious Motorsports camp. That, of course, is Mr. Naga's owned racing team of the 10 car, the 22 car, and the 33 car.
Not miss the parts unknown on our parts lap of the race, did I?
Oh, no. We're still on the pace lap. We're good. But breaking news, as a deal has been reached that Most Glorious Motorsports will be purchasing at the conclusion of this season basically the rights and all assets of Matryoshka Inc., which is our Russian-owned team, which is the one that Bobrovsky is driving, the 2 that is Nikolai the Soviet driving bear, and the 90 that is Petrol Top Off. And that is a huge bit of news. We understand that the nature of that cell means they get the rats to those cars, to any sort of technology, anything like that. That is now
and
I can't,
the nukes
and the codes too. Apparently, no idea that they didn't put out any sort of information in it or any sort of quote. It stated mostly facts. They just said that Fat Boat is real at the very end, and I don't know what that means. But they have acquired Matryoshka. They have acquired Matryoshka Inc. We'll be following that story as we find out more of it. But right now, Jean-Paul Henry is going to take us to the green flag. And let's go diddling. It's a goddamn Hell yeah, 45 laps. We had to go to the helicopter for this one. Got one of them drones up there. Bless Mr. Naga for granting us with a drone that we can use from time to time, because it is a big, and Lloyd, that is a lot of space to race on. Like, they're already going 3 wide, 4 wide here, but there is a lot of room to move. You don't have to stay all bunched up. You just got to find the right line.
It's like you're running down the Tokyo Expressway in the middle of the night, just like I seen on one of them video car magazines when I rolled up in here.
Okay, I was gonna make sure you said that, and that wasn't like what happened to Beaumont, because that story sounded at the beginning like what happened to Beaumont. We don't want to talk about that here.
No, the local constabulary ain't caught me yet.
Yeah, exactly. We're looking at it now. So, folks, we are here. We have not talked enough about how this is the final race of the semifinal round of the playoffs. No car has locked themselves into the field yet. Our last 2 race winners were not playoff drivers. Our 2 races ago, I believe, who won our race 2? I can't even remember. I know Joe John Winchester won the last race. And then right before that, we had, who the hell won our race before that? Oh, it was,
So our last race before this was
and then Jeff Gordon the horse. Oh, hold on, we got ourselves a interesting thing. I didn't even see this. Oh, Jeff Gordon the horse won before that. This is Triple X Macklin falling off the pace already. I don't know, I'm hearing gear issues. Couldn't get it into the final gear, so on a track like this,
he has failed at the dance Macklin resolution. He has failed 20 seconds into the song. Goodbye, we have your dollar.
Well, that sucks, and he just kind of came to a stop. You see he's kind of just sliding on the track there. So they're going to bring him back to pit road, see what's going on with that car, see if they can get that car back on the track. Right now, look at Paul Alcohol, who's one of the 8 drivers. Again, with Joe John Winchester and Jeff Gordon the horse winning the 2 races of this round so far, that has locked nobody into the final 4 for next week's race in Santa Monica, California. The drivers that are still available to make it, and it will be entirely on points. We will have updates in the lower right-hand corner of the screen as the race goes on. Jean-Paul Henry is one of those drivers. He is in first place right now. Jim Blossoms is not. He is in second. The 00 of Paul Walker, the 11 of Smiley Van Buren, the 35 of Paul Alcohol. That's 4 of them. Richard Blood, the 51. He is currently running in 8th place. We go all the way down to Petrol Topoff in 20th in the 90 car. Bucket Dushine in the 55 down in 26th. And Jeff Tanaka in the 88. And looks like this is interesting, that they are way off the pace. I don't know what happened here, but that looks like all 3 Iron Jeffs, Bucket Dushine, Giacomo, and Mr. Naga's Most Glorious Driver are well off the pace. We're gonna have to see. I'm gonna get some word. See if we can get somebody who can get me a replay of that to see what in the absolute hell happened here.
What's really bugging me is the fact that I can't tell these 3 Jeff cars apart.
Yeah, that is a bit of a problem. But they really wanted to run that Jeopardy paint scheme in honor of Mr. Naga's Most Glorious and Most Blue Speedway, which is a former track that we ran on here in the Diddler Cup in the past. So they wanted to acknowledge that as well. And they are the 3 Jeffs that are driving. They are having problems with Triple Jeopardy at the moment.
We see Richard Blood. And by the way, if you ain't looked at the speed, boy, 223, 106 miles an hour.
Here we go. Reverend Pastor Chavez, one of the Most Glorious Motorsports cars. It looks like, yeah, there was something wrong here. And, oh, just out of nowhere, that is smoke just shooting out of the car. No idea what just that was a non-contact effect, but that's what slowed everybody down. They couldn't get around him, and he had to just take the car out.
Someone may or may not have configured American motor systems.
Perhaps. Look, giant computer. Look, giant computer to the left of me. I don't quite know. We get whatever parts we can scrounge up together, and we just kind of make it work here. We got some fine manufacturers, including Toyota, as one of the cars.
That's right.
It's one of the makers here. We're dang proud. We're dang proud of all 5 of our manufacturers that race in the Diddler Cup. We're proud to have them. We're glad for all of this.
What is rumor you're having new cars next year?
Nope. Car tomorrow. Car tomorrow, my ass. It's a car today. It's a car goddamn now.
It's gonna stay the car today, which is gonna become tomorrow. It's gonna stay today.
Exactly. It's like Dippin' Dots. It's always gonna be the future. Future is now, motherfuckers.
Jim Blossom came around and took the lead in this race. And
he took a lead. He took a lead.
Spoiler in this title fight.
He could be the spoiler. He has been playing spoiler. He's won a dang race during the playoffs. He had not qualified the playoffs, but he has been playing all sorts of spoiler. Jim Blossoms for being an independent racing team. Speaking of, that is the 69 car, Morris Mayfield. And that is 2 independent cars riding in the top 10. And we're going to say Jim Blossom's already won a race in the playoffs. He's been coming in really strong in the end of the season. But, yeah, we got Jim Blossoms might have given up the lead to Paul Walker. I saw there was already a pass made early on. But again, this is a 5-mile racetrack, just under 4.9 and change. This could be... The lead could change about 3 or 4 times on each turn, and we can see, but coming around 5 laps in, and wow, Reverend Pastor Chavez is out of this race. Camshaft issues, that explains the smoke. Kind of expected that. Is a shame for the 33 car who had such a strong start to the season. Made the playoffs.
Just be sure to not find your car at the car wash.
Yeah, not a bad, yes. Great start to the season for Reverend Pastor Chavez and that 33 team, sponsored by Yes, one of the most glorious motorsports. We're going to see what happens. We got another brake play coming in. Big Daddy Thibodeau is getting past. He is off the pace. I don't know quite what is happening there.
Oh, thank you.
That is,
you, Lord Jesus.
That is interesting. So we're going to keep an eye on that, but looks like Big Daddy Thibodeau was having some similar issues from the 13 car, where they was just not getting into gear. Like he wasn't. There was no smoke. That looked a lot similar to what happened to Triple X Macklin on the first lap. So that is really interesting.
It would be a shame if they had stuck bukkake sock in his tailpipe right before race.
That sounds.
I do not know who had done that thing.
Do I want to Google that? I don't know if I want to Google that.
To Google it, insert disc 71 of 247.
All right, let me get one of the Jettermans on that. Hey, Jetterman Chan, go get the thing that the thing said.
Damn, I didn't know the Jettermans had children in Okinawa.
Yep, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Paul Walker continues to lead this goddamn auto race, and there are not a lot of laps to lead, but again, leading a lap means 5 big points, and where the stand-ins are all up for grabs here. All you gotta do is win a race, and you are automatically into next week's championship race. Only 4 drivers will make it, and all 3 Spubby cars are still in the running. The only other team that has more than 1 car still alive in this is Dixie Wimmer Inc., DWI, which has the 40 of Jean-Paul Henry and the number 51 of Richard Blood still in the running.
Otherwise, it's anybody's contest. Remember, it's 5, or as it should say, hold on, I had it here somewhere.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You got this.
It's go bonus points.
Yeah,
and
go.
Only yawn drivers make it in this last round. I think that's right.
Well, 4 is an unlucky number, if I think, here in Japan. But it's going to be unlucky for 4, and it's going to be lucky for 4 others here As Jean-Paul Henry just shoved himself down, just took himself down the low end of the track. I don't know what he was trying to get some clean air, trying to get a pass, but he is. Look at Hans Vaspulver. That is a car that has not been at the front of races quite a bit lately. Had a strong start to the season again, kind of fell off, made it to the playoffs, was eliminated early on. He is trying to push for the lead, but Smiley Van Buren is going to get 5 points for leading this lap. That is now 3 playoff drivers, the 40, the 00, and now the 11 car have all led laps. They're going to get 5 extra points.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close. The lead's going to change hands several times.
Oh, yeah.
You want to make your move for the win of the race until the next last lap.
And hey, 5 points is 5 points. You want to take that lap led and get that in the bank and just know that you got an extra 5 points to play with because everything is just so close. It is so tight. But again, as you said, Lloyd, winning this race, you're a playoff driver, you win this race, you're automatically in next week. It don't matter what your points are. You win one of these, you win this race. Nobody in the playoffs won the last 2 races, so it's all wide open. I'm looking at Jean-Paul Henry, who did sit on the pole. He is still sitting in the top 5. He's actually running, I think, as they cross the line. He's going to be running second again, moving up from 5th. But that is a big pack of cars. They are all looking so good today. That is Paul Walker, who has had a strong push here at the end of the season. Won his first race, seemed to get that veritable monkey off his back, and has been putting up strong performances since, hasn't he?
That's right. Walker is really coming into his own right now, and I just feel that Paul Walker's momentum is going to be unstoppable this season. But of course, I think it's still happening.
Donkey Kong Country.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, the Spub in Mortports, as is no surprise to anybody, it's getting towards the end of the season, so of course, a lot of teams are starting to talk about next year plans. Spub in Mortports has not been hiding the fact that they are very happy with their team of 3 drivers, that Paul Walker, Smiley Van Buren, and Bucket Dushan, they intend to keep all 3 of them in those rides next year. And I mean, Lord, there's a chance that 3 of the final 4 could be those 3 cars. Like, why wouldn't they want to keep every single driver? That's outstanding.
Right. That's right. You don't fit something that's you don't try and fit something that ain't broken.
Exactly.
It's
you
like
just stand around and stare at a broken thing and say somebody better come by and fix it.
Unless you want to stare at something that ain't broken, just so you can pick up chicks.
Yeah.
Saying, hey lady, can you give me a jump? Can you give me shape ups in the back?
yeah. I got something you can jump on. Well, Jean-Paul Henry. He wasn't really holding off his teammate Richard Blood, but Richard Blood was side by side with his teammate Jean-Paul Henry. DWI, Dixie Wimmer Inc. has been making the announcements as well. They have stated that Richard Blood and we got a caution. We're gonna get back to that in a second. We got a caution. Caution's out. Yellow flag. We are under caution. I don't know who that's involved. It's not the front of the race. We're keeping an eye on the front of the race. Doesn't look like anybody. We're gonna get
to the line. They ain't cowards here. We don't race the field when we throw the caution. They got to race back the line and earn every possession.
Yeah, they're trying. I mean, they're also going over 230 miles an hour. They got to take a while to get slowed down too. But the pace car is out.
Died of dysentery.
Yeah, well, that's Bobrovsky right there. That is Bobrovsky. That is Ennio Sparini involved. I'm getting word that the number 4 car, Giacomo, involved as well. You can see the damage on those cars. Oh, that's interesting. So the KISS car, Bobrovsky, and Ennio Sparini, and possibly more. We're going to see if we can get ourselves a replay coming up. We're working on it. There's cameras all over this racetrack. We just got to pull the right footage and get it up for you right now. In just a moment, you're probably going to see at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen where things stand as Smiley Van Buren is leading this goddamn auto race with the results and the standings as they sit right now. Where do the 8 playoff drivers sit? Remember, the top 4 will make it. The bottom 4 will be eliminated at the semifinal round. Will have to battle for 5th place. They will have their points readjusted, and they will join the other playoff drivers who were eliminated. And looks like, that is that. We're just bringing it down to caution speed. And there we see, as of right now, it is Henry, Dushan, Alcohol, and Blood, with Petrol top off just 9 points out of safety. Smiley Van Buren, Paul Walker, Jeff Tanaka. It is not too far off from where we started today, but that is interesting. That would mean only 1 Spubby car. But both of the DWI cars would make it into the championship race. That is interesting to see. Well, it looks like Bobrovsky is out of this race. Piston issues. We haven't gotten our replay to see what exactly happened, but we saw a car that was just smoking with a lot of dents in it. Looking forward to seeing what in the apps. Here we go. Here we go. Just like I said.
Johnny the
Yes, running really close. Oh, Bobrovsky got loose, and oh, goodness me.
Oh, Jesus, damn.
Well, that is, they
If
got
only
really close.
Mr. Naga's most glorious driver initiated magnetic radiation field to shove 3 other drivers out of the way. Who would have thought that would happen?
Is that a rhetorical? Do computers know how to rhetorical questions? Are we supposed to answer
Right now, I
that?
am printing out an ASCII drawing of Toro Yano with his hands up and his face all, I don't know.
Oh, okay. He's got the pop culture updates. That's good. This is an amazing machine.
That's good for a 1970s computer, man.
I would love this thing if this thing could fit like in my back pocket. I mean, my wallet is thicker than a dang T-bone steak. But I mean, I can't fit this dang thing in my wallet.
Many of Mr. Naga's female beneficiaries have had Mr. Naga fit in their back pocket.
Okay, well that is fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, cars are going to pit road. Looks like all the leaders are going. Looks like basically every car is heading to pit road. We're seeing nobody is coming through. There's a lot of just, glare and smoke and fog from the big pyro and ballyhoo that started off the race. I mean, you heard the dang orchestra and everything, so that's why it's a little hard to see there. Richard Blood is heading down to pit lane. He is running in 3rd right now, so he is looking very good. And, yeah, there's Smiley Van Buren, Jean-Paul Henry, all of them heading to pit road. We are just focusing on them. And let's see, okay, every car that was involved in that wreck is out of this race. So the 1, the 4, and the 28 are now joining the 33 in being out of this goddamn auto race, y'all.
That's shame.
Yeah, it is a shame. That's going to be down to, we are now down to 28 cars. Well, only 27 on the lead lap. Triple X Macklin is still in this goddamn auto race, just down a couple laps after getting sorted out. So they were able to make the fix on them. Big Daddy Thibodeau, I think, is also down. I could be wrong. It might just be the 3 cars. Oh no, Ennio Sparini is still in this race. Ennio Sparini is not removed the car off the track. They have not gone down to the garage yet. So Ennio Sparini might be trying to get that car, but yeah.
What have I told you? One of these cars has a blue shell of death.
Like in the video games? Like in the video games, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
I mean, you can tell me that. Does that mean it's true? Does it have that?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. This rules. I can't wait to see it.
Cool. Can't wait. That's going to be interesting. That's something you probably use on the last lap. That'd be great.
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait to see this thing pop off.
Well, that sounds like one of Most Glorious and Honorable Mr. Naga's most glorious twists that might get put into this race. And look at that, Joe John Winchester running in 2nd place right now. Won his 8th career race.
It is how he has instructed. He says, grab this race and twist it.
Yeah.
Your race twist.
Oh my God, dude! This is a this is a stock car race.
It's the best kind of stock car racing that there is.
Well, here we go. Paul Walker is sitting in 8th place. Looking at our playoff field right now, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are sitting in the top 10, including Paul Alcohol. Looks like he had a little bit of contact. There are some dents on that right side of that car. I'm wondering if there's something happened there. That is interesting.
That's interesting. I'm going to take a look at it with my binoculars.
Well, there have also been some. Well, Paul Alcohol is a driver that there's been some rumor and innuendo coming around for. There's all sorts of rumor and innuendo coming around about Paul Alcohol, where he's going to be driving next year.
Rumor and innuendo, my 2 favorite female beneficiaries.
Yes. Well, there's been a lot of rumor and innuendo about Paul Alcohol and where he might be driving next year. He is not committed to any specific car. He's been driving the 35 for 3 seasons, part of War Machine Racing alongside the 4. So it'll be interesting to see. It looks like we got the pace car off, and we are going green flag racing here. Lap 13, 12 laps in the books. We got 33 left to go.
I was just out there scoping for some snatch out there in the front stretch.
All right, fair enough. Appreciate it. Well, we're going to go ahead and get you right to this is what happened on pit road. Oh, Petrol Topoff got into the 8, and he just sideswiped the 35. So Jeff Gordon, the horse, well, that's what happens when you get a scared horse. Petrol Topoff must have spooked the horse, and he just went and sideswiped the 35, so that's why there's that damage there. Looks like everybody is still on the...
He must have thought this was just the Japan World Cup where he races against other horses, other mutant horses that have been trained to drive cars, and 2 people in a horse costume that falls apart in the first 10 feet.
That's my favorite. I love the World Cup. That is why the World Cup is one of my favorite events. It's because
you do not talk illness on Bayern Munich or Atlanta Falcon.
No, not at all. Well, that is man. There used to be a wrestler who used to talk like that. That's crazy. But from what we're looking at, Jeff Gordon, the horse, Petrol Topoff, and Paul Alcohol clearly not having too many issues. They're all still running in this race, and they're still pretty much with the pace, more or less. These times are going to start, again, they just got their restart going, which, by the way, this was a restart brought to you by Reshart Adult Diapers, the official adult diaper of the Diddler Cup. Reshart. Restart your battles at Reshart because you gotta look out for them. When you want to be number 1, you gotta make sure you take care of number 2. And you do that with Reshart Adult Diapers.
Is when you want to mukbang that thing.
Look, I had to be explained that is not as dirty of a thing as it sounded like. I was very worried about that. But, hey, look, I like go to a buffet like anybody else. I don't know if I want people watch me when I'm doing it. But, you know, hey, why not?
I want people to watch me throw down.
Yeah.
And then throw down by throwing some other dipshit into the damn salad bar.
Exactly. Look, I mean, you know, I don't care if we're at an old country buffet or Golden Corral or a new country buffet. Look,
I don't care if we're at a Billy Bronco's steakhouse. It's a hamburger or it's a steak. It can't be both.
Exactly. And if somebody tells me they want to start something, I'm going to tell them if they're feeling froggy, they can jump. All right? That's just that simple. We are 14 laps into this goddamn auto race. About to cross the start-finish line, make it lap number 15. And our race leader is still Smiley Van Buren, with Joe John Winchester in second. Richard Blood up to third. Jim Blossoms in fourth. Nikolai the Soviet Driving Bear up at the front of the race in fifth. El Matador Rosanna, Fat Darrell, Paul Walker, another playoff driver, and Jean-Paul Henry, and Blario Blandretti rounding out the top 10 as we get to the 1/3 point of this race. And look at how good that number 11 car is in clean air with Joe John Winchester. That's coming off the turn, struggling to keep up with him.
It's no coincidence because as good a fried chicken is over in the United States, I hear it's even better in here, probably because they put more fat in, more grease in it.
Probably. I assume. I don't know. I mean, again, you know, the K does stand for Kentucky technically, although I guess they're just KFC these days. It's not Korean fried chicken, which is a whole different thing, also tasty, but a different, but a different thing as well.
Kobe.
Yeah.
Kobe fried chicken.
Oh, Kobe fried chicken. That will be it. Kobe fried chicken. Thank you. Well, that's what the K stands for. Oh, that's when after you're done, you gotta yell Kobe and then throw the bones into the trash can across the room. I got you. You yell Kobe and you do that. Look at that. Paul Walker sitting in 10th place right now. And his time's already got 5 points for leading a lap. And that is the number 9 car, Bowie Jessup. Been in the news a bit, been in the Diddler Cup news a bit with silly season, with silly as shit season coming around.
Hashtag silly shit season.
Yeah, DWI mentioned that they were very happy about Jean-Paul Henry and Richard Blood. Wanted them to return their cars. Did not talk about the Gumboo's 9 car, that very identifiable, that legendary 9 car, the Gumboo sponsor. So that'll be interesting. There'll be a lot of drivers maybe moving around. Maybe they'll find themselves a new rookie driver. maybe they'll find a contract with Bowie Jess. We're looking right now is Paul Alcohol. He's falling off the pace. I don't know if there's issues from getting side swapped like that.
It looks like it.
That might be. I mean, there's no other problems with the car that I can see. Just the dent on the right side.
It don't sound like it sounds like it's running on all cylinders. It just looks like it's just slowing down because it's punching a larger hole in the air or something. I don't know. I never understood aerodynamic theory.
I mean,
look,
hey,
I'm a short track racer. You don't need aerodynamics. All you need to do is just ram into the in front of you and tell them, why the fuck are you driving so slow?
It's just a different kind of science. But exactly, yeah. So that's interesting. We keep an eye on that. He's in 24th right now. Jeff Tanaka has been off pace most of the day too. He is down in 25th. That is not looking good for the 88 team, who was so strong this season. But coming in today, last in the points of the playoffs. 25th ain't gonna do it for you, 88 fans. But who is looking good right now is the 11, Smiley Van Buren plus Richard Blood. Jean-Paul Henry looking pretty dang good right now. And, the 00, Paul Walker's kind of falling back into the pack, into 14th place. But if you are a fan of the Spud and Workport's team, you are pretty happy right now with how Smiley Van Buren is doing. And if you are a DWI fan, one of the old school racing fans who loves yourselves a 51 car and a 40 car, well, hopefully you don't get too, because the big announcement out of DWI was that the 51 car is going to become the 5 car. It's still going to have Richard Blood, still going to have the Box of One sponsorship. It's just going to become the number 5 car next year. They're just going to drop off one of them numbers and make it the 5 car.
We get under the legal limit.
Exactly. That's going to be just
so that you
nice
did not become
change.
Pittsburgh Pirates' third baseman.
Exactly, yeah. So the number 5 car will be that Box of One car. And to be fair, Richard Blood is that Box of One team is kind of used to it. I mean, at one point they were the number 2 car back in the early days when I believe Paul Walker driving for them. I'm trying to think who was driving the Box of One car originally. Was that Richard Blood? Maybe no. Richard Blood's in there now.
It couldn't be Richard Blood. I mean,
Richard Blood was driving Richard Blood was driving the 41 plasma train car back in the day. I'm trying to remember who was driving the Box of One car back in the day. It might have been Paul Walker. But I'm just going ahead and checking my stats right now.
Oh,
and just double checking.
Paul Walker. How about that?
It was Paul Walker. Was I right?
Yeah, that's right. Well,
Paul Walker driving the Box of One car when it was the number 2. Then it became the 51 car, driven by Richard Blood.
Let me check my Lotus notes.
Yeah, I think it'll be maybe we gotta do the Lotus position for that because that's
I ain't quite good at that.
I ain't quite good at that. I can try to just.
The answer is yes.
I'm gonna fall off my chair. I'm gonna fall off my chair if I do that. So I'm just gonna hold off.
Hey, he said yes. We don't have to do the Lotus. Oh, geez, I didn't know you're that flexible, man. If I was still that flexible, I'd never leave the house.
To be fair, Lloyd, I'm not sure how I'm getting out of this position right now. I might need a little bit of a help, or I might just need to be wheeled out like this.
Here, let me just. Okay. Stretch it out. Oh, don't break anything out here. Okay. Oh boy. Jesus, Chip, I haven't seen you hit that.
To seek medical attention, insert disc number 17 of 247.
I got this one.
I'm gonna go crawl and find that disc.
Okay, no, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh.
Hey, sorry about that.
It's much appreciated. It happens every once in a while. It's part comes with the territory.
It appears you are medically hurt. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being slight discomfort and 10 being death, how do you feel?
I guess I gotta key it in. I'm just gonna go ahead and put. A 4. Oh, it just took the 4. I can't put decimals in here. All right, 4. I guess is what I put in. So there you go. Oh, wait.
Yes, sir. Your answer is incorrect. Please try again.
I didn't realize this was like a quiz. I feel like let's try 5. I was gonna put 4.5. Maybe it's rounding up. Let me put 5 in there and see what happens here.
I got some beer for you.
Oh, thank God.
Congratulations. you have been checked into local medical prefecture.
Oh.
Restate the series of your illness.
I guess I gotta type that. Hang on. Let's. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do that a little bit later. We're gonna have ourselves. We're gonna. I'll get back to that in a second. We're gonna have ourselves. We're gonna be 20 laps into this goddamn auto race in just a moment. We're gonna have ourselves a playoff update after they cross the start finish line one more time.
I'm just impressed. You walked out of the hospital, man. It's been a while since I've done that.
Yeah. Well, here we go. 20 laps in the books right now. 25 laps to go. Smiley Van Buren is leading this goddamn auto race with Richard Blood in second place right behind him. Jim Blossom's in third. Steve Thompson has driven himself up to fourth place. Jean-Paul Henry in fifth place as we head down there. And that is it for playoff drivers in the top 10 right now. Just the 11, the 51, and the 40. And there you see it right now. Bucket Duchan still sitting at the top of the race. He's skirting the race and in 12th. Henry, Blood, and Van Buren and Paul Alcohol just 8 points out of contention. Paul Alcohol would love to make that Final Four. He has finished top 4 in every season of the Diddler Cup. He has not won the big one yet.
That is incredible. I just got the envelope. It says, Well, now hold on a damn minute. This is in Japanese. I can't. I
know that logo though.
A page over. This is the Parts Unknown Auto Parts.
Yes.
Brought to you by Parts Unknown Auto Parts. If you need some parts for your car, you don't need to go to no damn up garage or no auto back. So if you need yourself a grill for a 2018 McKelt Sharon, you can find a Parts Unknown Auto Parts.
Pretty much. I mean,
if you need an extra pickup bed for a Crudge you go to Parts Unknown Auto Parts.
Oh yeah, that FFFFFFFFF series was a classic one.
Have you crudged sometimes?
Have you crudged sometimes? Exactly. Yeah. Well, Richard Blood is looking to crudge his way back up into the top 2. He is back a little bit, but he's still running in the top 5. And that is, of course, our unknown lap of the race. Lap 21 is it. Thanks to Parts Unknown Auto Parts. Because if you're going to get some auto parts, you don't need to go a place that's going to give you know-how. Look, I got gumption, and I've watched enough TV. I know how. You don't got to tell me how to do something for me.
I've been truck around enough teams' garages to know how these damn cars work.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, look where we're at now is Joe John Winchester crossing the start-finish line. He just led the last lap. He's gonna lead another lap. Joe John Winchester, now 4-7. Car coming off of last week's win in Stone Mountain, Georgia, is leading this race, and he is pulling behind him his teammate Steve Thompson. The ATF Euro boys looking to go 1-2 here, and Jean-Paul Henry is right behind them. Interesting to see. And look at Jim Blossom just take that opportunity to get in front.
Oh, Jim Blossom's kind of damn rapid.
Jimmy-san.
Yep, that is Jim Blossom's.
It's Jim's son Blossoms.
Jim Cherry Blossoms.
He is leading this goddamn auto race at the moment. Well, he hasn't led it officially until he crossed the start-finish line. But he has put himself right at the front of this goddamn auto race. And it is looking pretty dang good for that 41 team. They are looking fantastic at the moment. They have really figured things out. They're gonna be a team to watch for. And honestly, Lord, I don't know. I know you've been running as an independent driver part of your time. You ran as part of a racing team. The 41, you've done a little of both. The 41 is an independent team. Are they the kind of team that's looking to join a new team, or are they the kind of team that's looking to stay independent and try to compete? Because I mean, the tide's turning here in the Diddler Cup. There are racing teams that got assets, they got funding, you got teammates out there to help you. I mean, with the way Jim Blossoms is driving, I could see a team picking him up.
Yeah, I mean, they could also sell one of them funny internet monkey pictures for about $2,000 or whatever, and that'll keep them independent in business.
Those are nifties, yeah. I don't know about you. I like my tokens fungible personally. I don't trust this whole non-fungible stuff. By the way, El Matador Toto Rosanna did lead the last lap. However, it looks like Jim Blossoms is going to try to take the lead again. He's yet to lead a lap for 5 points. El Matador Toto Rosanna led the last lap in that number 75 air supply car for HTE Bassmet. Him and Ricky Walton, the two-car team. But Jim Blossoms, the independent driver, one of 3 independent drivers in this goddamn auto race in this field, alongside the 69 car of Morris Mayfield.
Nice!
And the 103 of Wuba Bale. It's just like Beaumont. It's just like Beaumont. Leading this goddamn auto race and coming up on the 28. Oh, trouble! Oh, trouble! Oh, Jesus Christ! Jesus! Oh, my God! I can see it out the window! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Oh, my God!
What did I tell you about that blue shell of death?
Oh, we got ourselves a huge-ass wreck! Jesus Christ! Caution's out! Caution's out! The 28 got into the 47 and the 40.
Oh my goodness!
Jesus Christ! Oh my God! I looked out the window. Jean-Paul Henry is still driving that car, but you can see there is a lot of damage to that car. That is a problem. Caution is out, and so is Joe John Winchester. I don't quite know if Jeff Gordon, the horse, was involved. I don't think he was. He was kind of way back in the...
these things around.
He was still back. I don't know how, but look at all that smoke. That might be the end, and this could be the end of Jean-Paul Henry's...
Gentlemen, there is one thing we keep here at Strong Style Kings Roadway, and that is interesting!
Yeah!
Well, sure is, and I gotta say, well, they're bringing it down to a slow on the caution here. And Steve Thompson is going to lead these laps under caution right now in that 17 car. But Lee Corso is coming back out. And Lee Corso-san to drive the pace car. And we're going to try to get ourselves an update. Oh, my God, they just phased through the Lee Corso. That must be a hologram. God. That's the holo car, the hologram pace car, I guess. They didn't even...
It's a pace car that's like a cute little young lady, avatar version of itself.
And it just turns into a car sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why. That's what I ain't seen Corso all day or on this whole trip. I wonder if they just had the hologram Corso, the Corsogram, the
Corso, more than meets the eye.
Okay, so that tells me it is in fact a hologram Lee Corso, as we see him just phasing through car after car right now.
It's one of them hologram V8 tubers.
Exactly, yeah. So Lee Corso, you're probably back in America putting on weird mascot helmets and stuff. We love you. We'll be back in Santa Monica. We'll see you in Santa Monica next week. And you too, Beaumont. We hope you're watching this. But right now, well, clearly Winchester. Oh my God, the roof of that car. Well, I saw out the window. There was some really nasty. That was a really nasty spill. We're gonna get the replay.
John Winchester even driving with the hood caved over, the roof caved over his head so damn much.
With a lack of, and he's bringing it back to pit road. I think we had to go around that 5-mile track, which means, and I think that was happening right by the start-finish line. So he had to go the long way around to get to pit road, but I don't think that was happening. Jean-Paul Henry is out of this race, so that has major playoff implications. The 40 car was in the top 4 for pretty much the entire race as it stood. He was running in the top 5, maybe top 10. They are out. Winchester also out. Here we go. This is it. I'm being told, be careful. If you are squeamish, you might want to look away, but you ain't going to want to look away. Look at that. That is Winchester soaring through the air on his roof. I told you those pit stalls were dangerous. That is like a dang ramp.
He just walked up.
And I think we're going to actually have, we're going to have it from, we're going to look, this is the same wreck, but from the perspective of the 40 car. Not nearly as bad, but he was tumbling, stumbling, and bumbling. And got it back on all 4 wheels and kept driving it like nothing had happened. That is a pro. That is
All
a
right.
pro.
Congratulations! You have arrived at Fort Laramie. Do you wish to buy supplies?
Hey, man, give me another beer. This is awesome.
I think you can buy beer on that. Well, as they're heading down to pit road right now under caution, this is a caution pit stop. This might just mean that when we get back to green flag racing, we might have just enough fuel to go green flag until the end of the race. We are about 18, 19 laps to go as they get a full fuel tank of the official fuel of the Diddler Cup Racing Series. When they are going for a full tank of fuel, only one fuel is going to do it for you. It is high-quality, high-octane Beepus fuel, the official fuel sponsor of the 2021 Diddler Cup Racing Series. Put a little Beepus in your tank. Beepus.
Beepus. There, take it.
Please load disc number 137 of 247.
Oh, damn, if I could count.
Gentlemen! Gentlemen, John! Cohort gentlemen, whenever the...
Yes, Chapman.
The disc thing, can you help?
Yes. Hi.
Yeah, we can go to yes later.
Hey, man,
Better than of course. I like yes better, not just because they sponsor us.
it's weird that they ain't got the convenience stores and the gas stations all in one. I was trying to go to a Beepus.
Yep.
I was filling up the rental with some high quality, high octane Beepus. Official field, the Diddler Cup Race Series. They didn't have a yes attached to it.
That's amazing. I'm surprised. They didn't have
How
nothing, they just had
how am I supposed to get my nut off in the truck stop bathroom if they're in the damn convenience store?
Well, what do the other men dressed as businessmen do? Because they probably just went around back, I'm guessing, because they don't have any sort of chill when it comes to that kind
Probably
of stuff.
play some slot machines. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they probably
Disc
just did.
is now loaded. Beepus.
Beepus.
All right, there we go. Well, there we go. And he just, all right, and he made the thing show up again. All right, well, there is Beepus, the official fuel sponsor of the 2021 Diddler Cup. Put a little Beepus in your tank. Beepus. And,
Beepus.
all
Beepus.
cars sponsored by Beepus. And we are under caution as we are heading back around. Steve Thompson is the leader for the moment.
Well, I seen Joe John Winchester climbing out of his car. He don't look so hot. They're trying to wave some convenience store fried chicken in his face.
Yeah,
Give
that
it
might
to
work.
you.
That might work. Well, again, Yes is sponsored here at the racetrack. There is Yes sponsorship all over here. There is also some, of course, sponsorship. They don't worry about competition. I mean, the combinis, as they call them, I think, right? Combinis, I call them, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, there you
Sounds
go.
about right.
Well, the combinis, there's plenty of them. There's plenty of them to go around, so that's good. And we're looking right now. Steve Thompson is Jim Blossoms at the front of the race, and we are going green flag racing with just 18 laps to go, and Jim Blossoms does lead us to the green flag, the restart of this race, our second restart, brought to you by the official adult diaper of the Diddler Cup Racing Series. Restart your bowels with Reshart adult diapers. Always want to finish number one, as long as you watch out for number two.
You ain't getting
Reshart.
up from the damn slot machine if you're gonna have to go to the toilet and shit yourself. You
Exactly.
won't shit yourself in a Pacheco, Paul. You go right ahead and do it.
Well, hey, watch. We don't need those kind of slurs right here.
It's the machine. It's like pinball, right? It's a pinball-like machine.
It is a machine you put your balls in. Just like female beneficiary.
That sounds like you gotta pay extra for that. I'm not sure about that one. That sounds absolutely painful. Well, look who is leading this goddamn auto race as we're coming around. Well, he's not leading it officially yet, but the Pen 15 car had a hell of a good pit stop, it seems. One of the two cars from Slapdong Corporate Racing, the Dongerex Inject-A-Pen Pen 15 car. And there are so many people here who are big fans of the Pen 15 team. There's their hashtag, We Love Pen 15. And Kevin Boner Pillman gets right behind Smiley Van Buren, who's been one of the fastest cars on this racetrack.
Going damn, I dare you to go 16 wide out there.
Yeah, they are going pretty dang wide. They got 4 wide on that straightaway. And look, we got a new race leader. It is one of the most glorious motorsports cars. It is the 22 car, the Bliagra-sponsored car of Glorio Blandretti leading this race.
Most glorious, blandblotterable, Blario Blandretti.
And most glorious Mr. Naga is so happy with the Blandretti in that 22 car.
I actually got a question for this robot.
Yeah.
How in the world did you manage to snag a high-profile signing like Mario Andretti this season?
Yes.
All right. Man, this is awesome.
Convenience stores apparently did it. Convenience stores did it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, there we see that is Richard Bloody is currently driving in 17th place, but they're still part of that big lump of cars at the front. But the top 15 cars are still within a second of the lead. We're looking at Richard Blood right now. He is sitting in 17th place. How will that factor in? He's got a race to the front. He's right in front of another playoff driver, 00, Paul Walker. Not too far behind him. Be interesting to see how the stand-ins look as we cross again. We are 29 laps in. After 30 laps are completed, we're going to have another update. We're going to have them on the 5s at 35 and 40. And then with a couple laps to go, we're going to get you one more update before we get to the final lap of this goddamn auto race. So you, the viewers, are aware of this silly as shit playoff format and who is currently racing their way in and who is on the way to be battling for 5th place in next week. That is the difference. Do you want to race for 5th place next week, or do you want to race for a goddamn championship?
If I race 5th place, hell, I just quit.
Fair enough. Well, these drivers will not quit. They will all be contractually obligated to show up. If they want to be entitled to financial compensation from their teams, they will be racing next week, whether they are racing for a championship or not. But 4 drivers will move on to race for a championship next week. The best that the 4 drivers eliminated today can do is race for 5th place alongside the other eliminated drivers. And that is Blario Blandretti continuing to take the lead.
What's he won here before? Mario Andretti won the 1967 Grand Prix around here. So he's won in Japan before, and he can do it again, of course.
Wow, that's Blario Blandretti that did that. That's amazing to hear. I didn't know he, I guess if he's racing for Most Glorious Motorsports, then, Mr. Naga has got him on all the tracks around here to practice. You said Blario Blandretti, right?
Yeah, I said Mario Andretti.
Yeah, exactly. Blario Blandretti. Got it. Well, he is leading this rap. We're going to have ourselves an update. There it is right now. And look at this. Jean-Paul Henry is now only 4 points out of qualifying. It is the 55, the 35, the 11, and the 90 currently in contention. That would mean 2 Spubby cars. Petrol Topoff making the final for the championship race for the 2nd year in a row if he does. And Paul Alcohol way up there.
That is something out there. Bucket Dusha will come in as an overwhelming favorite of the points. He's just been so consistent.
Yeah, he has been a fantastic driver. He's the only car. Oh, sorry, along with his teammate Smiley Van Buren, running in the top 5. The 2 of them, they're 4th and 5th right now. And look at that. That would be such a shame for Jean-Paul Henry to crash his way out of there. But it looks like, he ain't gonna make up any more spots. So he's just gonna have to hope that somebody else is gonna, have issues and drop out. But that's a shame for the Ford team. We're seeing a lot of cars all out of this race. Only 26 still running on the track. Only 24 on the lead lap right now. That is led by Blario Blandretti.
Gentlemen.
Yep.
Oh. What have I told you? Have you tried the teriyaki spike strips?
Teriyaki spike strip?
It sounds delicious.
Yes.
That sounds delicious. I'll have one.
Yes.
We
Do not back up when you eat them, or you will have rear damage.
Oh, brother. Oh.
That don't sound good.
I
don't know.
Most glorious Bobby, 9th place.
Yes.
Most glorious driver, not 10th place.
But in 12th, pretty slow in that big pack. He's up on the lead. He's up in the lead pack right now, which is a strong performance considering that the 10 car and all the Iron Jeffs, who are Jeff Tanaka is right in front of him as of right now, and Jeff Cheney's right behind him. So the Iron Jeffs were way behind. That caution definitely helped the Iron Jeff team because they were held back by the number 33 being having issues.
This race is becoming more and more fascinating by the minute. You just got to feel for John Paul Henry, but hey, this means we get a whole new champion. 3 seasons of race of 3 champions.
Yeah,
That's
well, again,
it
is not certain as of right now. We know, I mean, Jean-Paul Henry came into today's race in 4th place, 51 points above his teammate Richard Blood, actually. And as it stands right now, Blood is down in 21st. So it might be both DWI cars calling an end to that. And there we see the Jeff Brady cars. That is the 88 of Jeff Tanaka, the only playoff driver still in contention. And he's going to try to make his way up the track. He has made his way all the way up to 9th place. He is suddenly, I mean, he's got to win this goddamn auto race to make it in here. That is the other wrench we can throw into this, Lloyd and Mr. Naga's Digital Assistant 5000. I almost said Beaumont. Is that any of these drivers that are still on the track, they win this race, they're in. So Jeff Tanaka, who came in today in 8th place, 71 points out of safety. If he wins this goddamn auto race, he is going to Santa Monica to race for a championship.
Now, why was I thinking that too damn hard about it, man? I just realized, if you win, you don't have to worry about any of this shit.
All the points don't matter if you win, exactly. It's like scenes from a hat over here. Paul Alcohol, however, and that's the thing, that's why winning these races in the playoffs are so important, but none of the playoff drivers won the last 2 races, which are the ones that give you an automatic pass into the final race at Santa Monica next week. Same time next week, different place, Santa Monica, California, but same place you can watch it. I'm looking at Bucky Dushine right now. We're keeping an eye, of course, on these playoff drivers for the most part. Bucky Dushine is down in 14th place, but they've been fast, and he's got... he's been fast, and Paul Walker has not been furious. He's been mostly just emotionless about the whole thing. But there is a chance that the Spubby cars can all make it to next week's race.
This is interesting. Steve Thompson out here advertising to buy drugs when, I don't know, I ain't seen anybody doing any drugs.
Yeah, I think
Steve Thompson buy Viagra.
Well, it is a drug, but I don't know if that's the kind of drugs they're looking to buy. So again, he's part of the Steve Thompson who's got his face is blurred for. The answer I always get is for safety. They just say safety. He drives alongside, his teammate is Joe John Winchester. They drive for ATF Bureau Racing, and I know what ATF, and I know what ATF stands for. I know what the Bureau usually means. And their 3rd driver, Agent Toby Keith, had to withdraw from the Diddler Cup. They became a 2-car team because he was put out in the field. Now, I didn't know Toby Keith, legendary country music singer, was an agent of any sort of case, but he was called out into the field. I guess they took that Beer from My Horses video a little too seriously, him and Willie Nelson.
Agent of Liberty.
He is an agent of liberty. And look who is about to lead this goddamn auto race, going side by side with Steve Thompson. It is the number 9 car, Bowie Jessup. They ain't coming around the track.
Potential free agent, Bowie Jessup.
Potential free agent, yeah. There's been talk that the 9 team, I mean, again, that is a legendary car, the number 9 car. And maybe, they always say in any sort of sport, winning cures a lot of problems, Lloyd. Winning cures a lot of problems. If Bowie Jessup can get a win in this goddamn auto race, and maybe Dixie Wimmer Inc. knows who their 3rd driver is next year, and they can put a driver with a win to his name. Bowie Jessup has not won since 2017.
Gentlemen, the Bear!
The Bear is moving his ass to the
Bear is up in the top 3 right now. Blandretti hanging on just by a thousandth of a second. Bowie Jessup was denied the lead, but he is still up there. And yeah, we have 10 laps to go. We're going to get an update in just a second. Yeah, Lloyd, what do you got?
Siri, what is Japanese for bear?
Yes.
In Japanese, bear is Nitairu.
Oh man, this rules. Nitaru, Nikolai the Soviet Nitaru.
Hell yeah! Well, that is Nikolai the Soviet driving bear crossing the start-finish line in 3rd place. He is up at the front of that pack alongside Jeff Shanice in the 38 car. The Jeff Pretty cars.
And we need to abduct our family.
Exactly, Mr. Naga's digital assistant. It's a Jeopardy car, so you do have to speak it in the form of a question. There is your playoff update. Buckadoo Shine, Paul Alcohol, Petro Top-Off, jumping Smile Van Buren into 4th place. And Paul Walker is 3 points, and Jean-Paul Henry is 4 points out of safety. I mean, it is the nature of the beast kind of thing where you have 3 out of the 8 drivers are all on the same team. You could eventually be knocking out one of your own teammates. It could be one or the other in 4th and 5th. That's just the nature of the beast at this point when you get this far down. I mean, only one car can win the championship.
There's no cooperation in sports stock car racing with the championships on the line.
Yep, absolutely.
I've done bridges with many teammates.
I mean, hey, yeah.
Looking for championships. I have broken beer bottles over their head before a race to win a championship.
Absolutely.
I've convinced their damn derelict children to drop a hair straightener in the bathtub while they're in the shower for a championship.
You employ our strategies.
See, we're all coming together and finding common ground here. I like that. Man and machine can work together. Ain't like any of the movies I've seen. But Blario Blandretti is still leading this goddamn auto race, but he's getting challenged by Jeff Shanice in that Jeopardy car with Steve Thompson. They got the low line. They got the low side, so they are making that tight turn. The 38 team is looking really good right now. But, coming off the turn, Blandretti just gets a good shot and slides right in front to hold on to this lead. Could we see a home win for the 22 car? That would be something amazing to watch.
That would be something amazing.
8 laps to go. We're gonna get another update on playoffs with 5 to go, and then I think with either 3 or 2 to go, we got the guys crunching the numbers, taking a look at everything, and then putting the graphic up on the screen. So with 5 to go, we'll have an update, and we'll have one more before the final stats of the race. This is getting ever so close. In the top 10 right now are only one playoff driver in the top 10, and it's Paul Walker, but right behind him is Van Buren, Tanaka, and then as we look further down, we got ones like Alcohol in 19th, Dushine in 20th, Richard Blood in 22nd, Petro Topov in 23rd, and of course Jean-Paul Henry in 27th. His race is done, and it looks like so is his chance of winning a second Diddler Cup championship.
That's just a damn shame.
Yeah, that is the 88 car, the only Iron Jeff racing car that is in playoff contention right now. All 3 did make the playoffs, but the 38 and the 8 were eliminated after the first round. This is the semifinal round. 8 become 4 after today's race. And Jeff Tanaka is up in 11th with Paul Walker still in. And look at that, Smiley Van Buren has raced his way back in the top 10 again. Smiley Van Buren in 8th place. He must know, the Spub and Mortports team, they got guys with calculators and abacuses and adding machines and big old slot machine crank things. They are running the numbers. And you, is there one of the you in every one of the, is there another one? Are all your brothers, sisters, cousins, or family, or friends, or whatever it is, are they all
your
down
uncles,
in the...
your brothers, your cousins, your sisters, your roommates, your Genesis and your Bob Rosses?
I don't want to assume you're all related.
I am the Rock's cousin.
Okay, I assume there are other machines like yourself that are all down in the team offices that are kind of in the team sort of stations, kind of doing and figuring out who is running where, and that is Richard Blood off the pace. That is not good for the 51 team, soon to be 5 team.
Goodness.
That is interesting right there. Richard Blood off the pace. So is Petrol Topoff. I don't know if anything happened specifically, but that is not looking good for their chances. Mr. Naga's most glorious driver is in back there as well, but he is still keeping pace with the lead pack. But his teammate, Blario Blandretti, continues to lead this goddamn auto race, and they're coming up on a lap down car. It's going to either be the 28 or the 13. I can't quite see who it was yet. 6 to go, and they are approaching. That looks like the 28, and we know what happens the last time some cars caught up on the 28. We saw 2 former champions go flying. And Morris Mayfield, that 69 car, is definitely looking to make a pass. And look, they are just gonna sandwich themselves around the 28.
Holy shit!
This could get crazy. If anyone gets caught up in the back in the slower pace of the 28 car, that could just shake everything up. but they handled it outstandingly. It looks like Morris Mayfield might be taking the lead on the inside of the 22 car.
This is outstanding content.
Oh, that 69 car looks so good on this track. And it's going to come around. It's going to try to get down below that 17 of Steve Thompson. This is outstanding. Top 5 have one playoff driver, and it is the 11 car. They're going to come around again as they cross the start-finish line. We are 40 laps in. 5 to go. We're going to get ourselves a playoff update in just a second as Morris Mayfield is our leader of this race. Jeff Tanaka is up in the top 5. I don't know if that's going to be enough. He might have to win this goddamn auto race to go through. But 5 to go. It is go to go, as you said. Van Buren in 4th. There we see it. Dushan, Alcohol, Van Buren, Walker tied with top off. We don't even know. We gotta go to the rule book to find a tiebreaker if we need to keep it that way. Holy shit!
Oh my goodness!
Tiebreaker situation. I don't even know what the tiebreaker situation is.
He said it was just like, I don't know. He said like most wins in a season,
or flip a coin, or
arm wrestling contest.
Yeah, or a leg wrestling contest, or
a beer drinking contest out of Dad's boot.
Absolutely. Yeah, they got to do Dad's boot.
Tiebreaker procedures. Please insert disc number 217 of 247.
It's like there's more discs.
It's always been of 247, but I mean, they got to find it. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. I think I saw 217 a while ago, and I might have just thrown it out the window out of anger. Oh, that ain't good. Well, we ain't going to know the tiebreaker situations. Hope we don't need them. Hope we don't need them. I hope we don't need them. 4 laps to go. 4 laps to go. Your race leader right now is Morris Mayfield, that 69 car. But Kevin Boner-Pillman in the Pen 15 car is taking the lead as the 69 and the 00 were caught behind. That is Triple X Macklin, who is a lap down. But Paul Walker has made his way up into 2nd place now. That Spubby car might have picked his spot at the right time. The Spubby Motorsports team
has found his way into the picture. Now he's several laps down, of course, but he is there.
But he is there, and Petro Topoff is off the pace right there alongside Ennio Spiriti, who is 2 laps down. But Richard Blood is not looking good right now. Might be out of the playoffs at the semifinal round. Bucket Dushan trying to race his way up a couple spots. He's in 18th right now. And Paul Alcohol in 16th as well. Our last update had it was Paul Alcohol and all 3 Spubby cars. It was the situation we talked about being a possibility as they cross with 3 to go again. Paul Alcohol is right in there, and we were getting some wondering if they're going to be due to pit. The last caution had a restart at lap 28, which means that was 18 laps to go, which means they might be just at the end of their. If they got a full tank of beef as fuel on those last pit stops, they should be good to go on 18 laps of green flag racing. That is my understanding. So this might be good. If anybody is pitting right now, they are either dumb as hell or out of fuel. And look at that. That is Morris Mayfield. That is Paul Walker in the 00 car, passing Morris Mayfield, passing Kevin Boner-Pillman, and he wants to make no doubt about it. He wants to race his way into Santa Monica next week.
Oh man, this is just so awesome! Look at the move there by Paul Walker.
Getting word from one of our producers. Thank you very much. So we got the 1974 rule book from the Diddler racing, which wasn't the Diddler Cup. I think it was just called. I think it was just an unofficial thing. But it says any ties must be broken via challenge pissing. Do I want to know what that is?
I think I saw it on the television when I was vacationing. When I was in a penitentiary down in Maryland, I said you have to piss 6 feet in the air, straight up, and not get wet. Oh my goodness,
There we see it. It is all 3 Spubby cars and Paul Alcohol. 6-point difference between Smiley Van Buren and Petro Tava. Gotta say, Bucket Dushan and Paul Alcohol probably safe right now. Paul Walker's looking to race his way in and make no doubt about it, baby. He is gonna race his way into Santa Monica's finale. But he's got the bear to contend with. Nikolai the Soviet driving bear trying to be playing spoiler here. Smiley Van Buren also needs to make sure he gets his way in there. Got some Russian music. Well, there we go, and here we go. With 1 lap to go as they're coming around this huge, almost 5-mile tri-oval super speedway. It is the Bear and Morris Mayfield. Are you thinking Arby's, or are you thinking the Bear's gonna do it?
This is awesome. I cannot believe it. This is building up to another amazing finish. And remember, Smiling Van Buren, he wants to race his way in. He's not safe either.
Absolutely. Well, he might just do it. I mean, he was in with this. And with white flag, Paul Walker leads the race. Smiley Van Buren in second. No, sorry, the Bear is in second, just barely over Smiley Van Buren in third. That might be just enough to get both them in alongside the 55 and the 35. The 35 is running in sixth place. He has been moving quietly up there. It looks like it might be Paul Alcohol, Paul Walker, Smiley Van Buren, and Bucket Duchamp. We're not sure. That was the last one as we saw it. But coming around, look, he's getting the... Paul Walker has found some speed at the very end of this race and is pulling away.
Like he hit the nitrous button in that car.
Oh my goodness.
He's nitrous, but he should.
Well, that is interesting. And Nikolai the Soviet Driving Bear is just trying to keep pace with that. Paul Alcohol is up in the top 5 right now. He's been racing to the front. I don't know if he's going to try to win this race, but he wants to make no doubt about it and make sure he is racing for a championship next week. And as we see from the drones, Mr. Naga's most glorious drones above here. Amazing.
10,000 hours of footage from above the skies.
Wow, amazing. This is it. We're coming back around. Average speed, and that includes the caution speeds, 200 plus miles an hour on this. You've got to be shitting me. Coming back around, it's going to be the Nihilist Arby's car. The 00 races his way in to next week's championship race. The Bear finishes second.
Going to Santa Monica, baby.
Paul Walker has locked himself in to next week's championship race. We got to imagine Paul Alcohol finishing third is going to do the same. Bucket Duchamp, 11th place. We don't know for sure, but we got to imagine that the 55 and the 35 with those finishes are probably safe. The 00 is definitely in. It's just a matter of if Smiley Van Buren with a 4th place finish is good enough to knock out Petro Topov. That might be it. We might be having all 3 Spub Imports cars racing for a championship next week. That is incredible.
This is something else. And
we're going to find out for sure, y'all.
We're going to find out for sure. They're crunching the numbers.
They are. Paul Walker. Paul Walker, what a 2 races won this season after being the longest drought of without winning a race. And he has finally done it. Wow. Unbelievable. Mr. Naga's Digital Assistant 5000, we have had a goddamn auto race. Do you have any sort of thoughts about that?
Yes. Doug Pork, 5th place.
That's right, Doug Pork did finish in 5th.
He sure did, and he did finish in 5th. That's a great finish for the Adjective Foods team. Think of Richard Ketchup, a top 10 finish, 7th place. And I think there was some. That is a fantastic finish. 2 of the Adjective Foods cars in top 10. Blario Blandretti finished in 6th place. Outstanding for that team. And oh my goodness, what is that? What is that I'm hearing? It's just like I hope the digital assistant isn't.
Don't worry, the power button is on the back of the unit.
Okay, do we need to wait until you say it is safe to turn off the computer before we leave? We don't want to waste too much electricity. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll make sure the discs are ejected and we'll do all that stuff. Okay, great. Well, that is good and that is interesting. Steve Thompson, that's the 17 car? Not quite making it to. Did the 17 car fall off pit road? It is trying to.
Oh, bro!
It's gonna have to go around again.
What if I told you? The magnets.
Magnets?
Magnets.
Yes.
How do they work?
How do they work? You remember the show with the waffles and Winona Ryder.
Yeah.
And she tries to put the waffle on the fridge and it falls off.
Yeah.
But then she puts syrup on it and then the waffle sticks on. Yeah. But what was her son's name? 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. I went to 812. That's mine. Well,
Yes.
that has been a goddamn auto race, y'all. That has been a goddamn auto race. Your official winner is Paul Walker in the 00 Nihil Starby's nothing paint scheme. He is the winner of the Dada4U 400. What a great race this has been. There is our top 10. Nikolai the Soviet Driving Bear, a second place finish. I think that's an all-time best finish for Nikolai the Soviet Driving Bear. You have to get a win, but has been racing good and racing fast, and it's getting just faster. And that's going to be something that'll make, now that the number 2 team and the 2 technology is going to be part of Most Glorious Motorsports, I might make Most Glorious Mr. Naga pretty happy. Paul Alcohol in 3rd place, Smiley Van Buren in 4th, Doug Pork a 5th place finish for Adjective Foods. Doug Pork has been a bright spot for an otherwise down year for Adjective Foods. Blario Blandretti in 6th, so Most Glorious Motorsports in the top 10 in that case. Thinker Richard Ketchup, another Adjective Foods car, in 7th. Kevin Boner Pillman in 8th. Jeff Shanice and the other slapped-on corporate racing car is in 10th. And Hans Vaspulver, he led a lap and he finishes in the top 10. That is your top 10. And let's go ahead and make it official. It's time to see who our top 4 are. Well, first off, y'all, it is first our winner of the Dada4U 400. It is Paul Walker and that beautiful Nihil Starby's nothing paint scheme. That all black 00. Winning his second race of the season. And here it is. There you see it. It is confirmed. All the scores get reset. It is Walker, Van Buren, Dushan, and Alcohol. And that is how it's going to be. Jeff Tanaka currently leads the battle for 5th of all the eliminated playoff drivers. And there we see the rest of that. Hans Vaspulver at the bottom of that one in 16th. And the battle for 17th. Steve Thompson leads that right now with Bobrovsky in 18th. Jim Blossoms. Blario Blandretti up to 20th. Morris Mayfield on 69 car up to 19th. Nice. And the bottom quarter of that, Bowie Jessup down to 25th. Doug Pork up to 26th. There you go. And that is that. But the next race, not just any next race. It is the championship race. We are headed to Scorch's PFG racetrack for the totally nude 500. We're going to be spinning wheels of meat. There's going to be nothing dirty. We're going to be totally nude 500 at Scorch's PFG racetrack in Santa Monica, California for the conclusion of this goddamn auto race season. It is going to be next Monday night. It is going to be the totally nude 500, how we conclude this season. We crown a champion. It is that simple. Smiley Van Buren, Paul Walker, Bucket Dushan, Paul Alcohol, the 00, the 11, the 35, the 55. Those are the cars that can contend for a championship. There will be a goddamn auto race. There will be a race winner. Might be one of them 4, might be one of the other 28 cars on the track. Don't know. But it is as simple as this. Best finish is the champion. If they all finish bottom 4, 29th place wins the championship. That's just how it works. Right. It's that simple. And if they finish in the top 4, then the race winner wins it. Lead laps don't matter. Most laps led don't matter for that. When it comes to the championship, that is the final thing that matters in this goddamn auto race. The highest finisher of those 4 will be the champion. It's a 1-race playoff for the championship. And of course, of the 12 eliminated playoff drivers, they'll be battling for the 5th place points. Jeff Tanaka's in that spot right now. And of the 16 drivers that didn't make the playoffs, they'll be battling for 17th place. Of course, there's different cash prizes. And of course, they want to make a good show and make sure they can lock down a good contract for next year's season. It's for all the marbles, and we will have marbles. I'm told we will probably have. I don't know. We might have marbles. We probably will have. We probably might have marbles.
Each individual marble, and whoever wins the octopus game.
Yes.
Yes.
No, I mean, like, can we go to yes soon? I'm really getting hungry. And
man.
Yeah, yes. I want to hit up yes. I'm gonna get me a couple of tall
I call
boys.
shotgun.
Absolutely. How are we going to fit him in the car? How are we going to fit the machine?
I guess we can. I guess we can both like lift one end of it and put him in the car.
How do you feel about riding on the roof? If we need to strap you to the roof, is that okay?
Oh, I'm ready to ride on the roof of this goddamn.
No, I meant the dang computer, Lord. I meant the dang computer.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. We'll go to yes.
Then.
Well, I think it's time for some replays and see what in the absolute hell happened here. Well, these are the replays of the highlights, the replays. Let's be honest, the dang wrecks. All the things that happened here in the Dada4U. We start off with lap 1, and right off the bat, there was issues with the number 13 car, the Florida Georgia Lime sponsored Dodge that was driven by XXX Macklin. Could not get into 4th gear, had to bring it onto the pits, was down a couple laps, brought the car back onto the track, so finished the race a couple laps down. But some issues for the child here in... does Japan allow children to drive normally too, like on a racetrack? I assume they probably do.
Yes.
All right, that's good to know.
That's awesome.
That's what happened to XXX Macklin, to the point that the car just came to a crawl and literally started sliding down the track. You can actually see it right here. Those bank turns, and we're getting it from the viewpoint of XXX. I almost said Smiley Van Buren from XXX Macklin. Smiley Van Buren did not have any trouble. You can see he's having trouble getting into it.
It would appear, Mr. Macklin, son, that your controller was disconnected.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's like it might as well just disconnect.
His car ran out of V-Bucks.
Yeah, and I mean, you need a lot of speed to get into those turns, and he just could not rev them up into gear, and just could not handle the turns. Those high banks, not similar issues, but problems with the car for Reverend Pastor Chavez on lap 2. Bunch of smoke just pouring out of there. Turns out he had, I believe, camshaft issues. And it caused a lot of delays in behind him. All 3 of the Iron Jeffs were running right behind, as was Mr. Naga's most glorious driver. They ended up not mattering with the cautions and everything. But for a while, he had to take the car onto pit road, and his race was done after 2 laps. The 33 team really disappointed about that one. No one went app to mouth on today. Just after 2 laps, the app to mouth car sadly had to pull into the pits. Mr. Naga's digital assistant, I imagine App2Mouth and I'm assuming Yes are probably going to be sponsors for one of the race teams again next year, I hope.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to assume that's
heard it here first.
There, you heard it here first. That is a scoop right there. Another scoop was here, was Big Daddy Thibodeau having similar issues. His race was over very early on. It looked like that was very similar to his teammate, the 13 car. Trouble with the gearbox. And this was the first caution. The 28, the 1, and the 4. The 28 stayed on the track, and that is some excellent control from the 28 team.
Hard hit.
Yeah, it's a hard hit, and he kept that car on the track. This is from the perspective of the 28.
He's trying to get in the slipstream and Bucky Dushine, but damn, Bobrovsky just runs down the middle.
Yeah, I think got a little bit. Something got a little lift under the car, sent them into each other, and there was, and he just kept driving. He said, "Fuck it." We're on board with number 1 right now. This is the number 1 car. Oh. That is a hard lick for Bobrovsky. That was the end of Bobrovsky's race.
Driving out here.
Yep, we did. We saw these on the. We did see these on the replay. We saw that during the race on the replay, and this is what caused. This is the replay. We saw Petrol top off. That might have been why Petrol Toppa was having trouble. He made contact with the horse, spooked the horse, and he went and sideswiped Paul Alcohol. Didn't affect Paul Alcohol, thankfully, but oh, this is amazing. We're gonna see a lot of shots of this. That was. Are you sure that wasn't the blue shell? Are you sure that wasn't the blue shell?
Huh?
Are you sure that wasn't the blue shell that caused that?
It wasn't me.
Okay, Shaggy.
I cannot believe Winchester's car tore through 2. Goddamn. Oh, we gotta watch this.
This is from the perspective of the 47.
If he had good air supply.
Oh man.
Oh man, this is awesome.
I'm getting a little squeamish here. That's I could never do this, man. I don't know how, Lloyd. I don't know how y'all did this with all them flipping and dipping like that.
Well, I was scared of shit.
Oh, I understand, but I mean, oh man, that is some sicko stuff right there. We're gonna see. This is what happened to the 40, who was also involved in that wreck. Those are the two cars that had the worst of it. This is the 40 getting airborne for just a bit. Doesn't tumble quite like the 47 does, but does a lot of just barrel rolling. And look at this. This is the amazing thing. Jean-Paul Henry knows one thing, and that's to drive. And he just keeps driving it despite the fact the car had to come off the track.
This man was following Pepper Hare's instructions.
Absolutely.
Roll up one. I lost count.
Yeah, it's too many to count at that point. And he just said, screw it, I'm still driving. And you can see, actually, you can see the 47. And this is the shot that we're watching. Boom, look at the height that the 47 car gets on that.
That's awesome.
Isn't that amazing?
That's great. Hey, gentlemen, son, put that in the damn intro for next year.
Yeah, that's got to be for next year's intro. That is too good. Well, 69 car with 5 laps to go did lead a lap. But with 2 to go, it was Paul Walker in the 00 fending off the bear in more ways than one. And it took us to the final lap where Walker led the bear to the finish line. And it was Paul Walker winning this race, locking himself into the playoffs. And he will race for a championship alongside his teammates Bucket Dushine and Smiley Van Buren, as well as Paul Alcohol, guaranteeing himself a top 4 spot once again for another season. Well, folks, we will see. It has been a goddamn auto race, hasn't it?
It has been. Man, I want to go.
Glorious and honorable auto race.
Well, Mr. Naga's Digital Assistant 5000 has served us very well. We're gonna have to. I don't want to just pull the plug on you, but to get you to yes, we're gonna have to unplug you and transport you for a little bit. So I want to make sure we're shutting it down correctly. And I ain't worked with one of these in a while. I usually just keep mine on overnight until it goes to a sleep mode.
Turn off for what?
Oh, okay. Well, that's the. No, they're celebrating the Russian team getting purchased by Most Glorious Motorsports. I don't know what they're planning on doing with it. Maybe they're going to have. That means they own 6 different cars in this race. I'm pretty sure they're not going to run 6 cars, but we'll find out.
It's like Tetris or something.
It is. It's amazing. Well, what say, Lloyd, me and you, we go to yes. We'll bring something back for the digital assistant. That way we don't have to unplug you, because we don't want to unplug
How about the nukes?
Hey, if we get stopped by the red light district after this, that'd be great.
That sounds fantastic. Well, we will see you next week at Santa Monica, California at Scorch's PFG Racetrack for the Totally Nude 500. We will crown the 2019/21 Diddler Cup Racing Series champion. It will either be the 00 Paul Walker, the number 11 of Smiley Van Buren, the 55 of Bucket Dushine, or the 35 of Paul Walker. For Lightning Lord Shivers, for Mr. Naga's Digital Assistant 5000, Lord, we're gonna try to safely turn this thing off.
Bitches!
What he said. It has been a goddamn auto race. Signing off from Tokyo. We'll see you next week at Santa Monica. Goodbye from the Diddler Cup Racing Series.
It is now safe to turn off the computer.
Oh, thank God.